Hi, my name is Amy, and I've been a patient of Dr. Wright's for 2 years now, and I just finished my fifth and last lipedema removal surgery. And I started this journey actually about 2.5 years ago. I started with a simple Google search for fat knees. I didn't understand why I had fat knees, and I had hired a personal trainer. I've been, watching what I eat, cut out gluten. I had done all the dietary things necessary. I had been working out, and nothing was changing with my body. And I even had, my personal trainer couldn't explain it either. So I had very, very painful legs. I had pain all over my body, and it was literally just being at the lowest low and in bed one night, and I kid you not, I Googled fat knees. And in that image search, I actually found other women with legs like mine. It was the first time I had seen other women with, you know, knees and calves and ankles like mine. So, one, I knew I wasn't alone. And two, I live in mid Missouri. And that's how I came across Dr. Wright. And I immediately called the next day and got an appointment to see him. And that was probably August of 2021 or 22. And so I came in to see him and started this journey. And the first surgery that I had was to the interior and interior legs. And that was a difficult surgery just because of the bruising and your yeah, I have an office job where I sit down, and just getting up and down and sitting down and making sure you're sitting on a pillow. I highly recommend a really comfortable pillow. And I also recommend that you have a toilet seat cover or something soft to sit down on when you're in the bathroom, just because the bruising that you get on the back of your legs. And so that was difficult, but I worked the day after surgery. So, like, had surgery and I worked the next day. I did have a remote job and was able to do my work that day without any problem. It was just this up and down motion was difficult. So on to the next surgery, my second surgery. I had my hips and buttocks done. And again, I felt like compared to that first one, this one was so easy. It was just, I was already used to wearing the compression hose. It was just super easy. Didn't have a lot of bruising. Another fun tip, if you eat a lot of pineapple ahead of time, pineapple has a natural ingredient in it. I can't even tell you what it is right now, but it helps reduce bruising. And I have found that to be true. If like 15 days before surgery, I have pineapple every day. It's just a natural way that your body can help in the recovery process. So let's see. I took a break for probably, I'm thinking, 6 months. I like to do my surgeries in the winter months because I get hot wearing the compression. So the next surgery was in March of 2024, and I did my arms. And I have to tell you, the most difficult part about an arm surgery is the compression. The compression is very, very uncomfortable, very difficult to deal with. Again, didn't have a lot of bruising. I mean, you can still use your hands. It was my arms, even after the surgery and dealing with the swelling, my arms were so much lighter. I sit here and do this because my arms are lighter than what they were when they were, just so heavy from the lipedema. So I could feel immediate results. Again, even with the swelling, even with the compression, immediate results, and just had lightweight arms, which was really, really nice. The next surgery I did was in July, kind of over 4th of July of 2024. And that was my abdomen area, which was it was an easy surgery. I mean, again, the arms, abdomen, and the hips, those were the three easiest for me. A little bit of bruising, but I mean, this was just easy. You're used to wearing the compression and so forth. So I didn't have any problems with it. The last surgery. The last surgery. And I'm glad I saved this for the last, because honestly, if I had done this any sooner, I don't know if I would have come back and done the others. As much relief as I have had, it was very brutal. It was my calves and ankles. And the hardest part about that is the swelling. And Dr. Wright and his staff have been fantastic, his nurses, in preparing me with each surgery and giving me the confidence, like, oh, you've got this, you can do this. Your swelling is going to be a problem. Swelling is a problem. Swelling is a huge problem. And you will be laying there like, oh my gosh, what did I do? Because the swelling is so much. Don't get me wrong, I had swelling in other areas, but as you know, one of Dr. Wright's nurses told me, it's gravity, and gravity goes down to your calves and ankles. And that is such a true statement, because it's intense. It's a lot of swelling. And I still have a little bit of swelling, but I'm not kidding. In the days after, you're going to be sitting here like, oh my gosh, what did I do? But it's so worth it if you can just get past it. And I have been seeing an OT for the manual lymphatic drainage massage. And she was a great cheerleader as well. And she's like, remember, they told you that swelling was going to be difficult. And ladies, it is difficult. Not going to beat around the bush about it. But you just got to keep the end in sight. I'm so glad that I did this. Again, even though you had the swelling, the lipedema pain was gone immediately. The heaviness, like I felt like I had bowling balls attached to my legs, that is gone immediately. So I don't know what order you want to do your surgeries in. That's been my experience. I'm glad that I did that one last. And I allowed myself, this is key, I allowed myself the time to recover. So the other ones, I felt great. I bounced back really quick. I knew going into this was going to be different, that it was going to be a lot more swelling. It was more intense. Allow yourself the time to recover from that. And so I worked remote during that time period. I stayed on top of my lymphatic massage therapy appointments. I did that 4 times a week. But this is really all about just slowing down and really allowing your body to heal from especially this last one. Just give yourself the time and space to fully recover. And it's a process. So I still wear my compression hose 24/7, and I can just really not just see the difference, but I can feel the difference. So thank you to Dr. Wright and his fabulous nurses for changing my life.